And ho, 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 ho. And happy, 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 tappy, tappy, empty Tuesday. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I got another one. A useless day of the week, serving as nothing but the buffer between the worst day of the week, Monday, and the first day we have the weekend in view, Wednesday. But I'm happy. Are y'all happy?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
The little thunderstorm yesterday proved that my weather radios are working as designed and programmed, which brings me to Weather Radio Wednesday. That's tomorrow. It will be the second in a series of the WCTI sponsored events for 2026. If you're closer to New Bern than you are to Jacksonville, or you're looking for an excuse to grab some downtown lunch treats in New Bern, you can kill a couple birds with one stone. Beginning at 11 o'clock tomorrow, Donnie Cox and the team at WCTI will be at the Down East Ace Hardware. Now, I did not look that up. I don't know where it is, and you should know, Lee, right? You're the weather girl. Generally, the weather girl.
Which one are we talking about? Emerald?
No, Down East Ace Hardware in New Bern. So she
Oh, New Bern.
She doesn't listen either, does she?
No, I was.
You were doing something else, so you can't do two things at one time. You got two eyes and two ears
Well, it
and
depends.
two
I
arms.
tuned you out.
That's
Okay. I will tell you 1 minute.
I understand that.
Chris is trying to beat me to it.
Dum, doo, 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 doo. So anyway,
Are they
tomorrow they're going to be
4109 Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Martin Luther
Too
King
bad.
Boulevard tomorrow. It is the Down East Ace Hardware Store in New Bern. If you want to go over there, you can also meet the ham radio operators from the Onslow Amateur Radio Club. They'll join them to program your NOAA weather radios, whether it's a new one or currently owned units that you have, to make sure that you're set to pick up the severe weather alerts like we had yesterday
one
where
is
you
fire.
live today. Why are you talking? Stop by and chat with Donnie, meet some real hams, and if you don't have a radio yet, check with the folks there at the Down East Ace Hardware Store in New Bern on some street or another there at Martin Luther King Boulevard. Interesting to know that neither of the alerts I got on my weather radios came through on my cell phone yesterday. Neither one of them. We consider those cell phones essential devices, but I still think they're one step ahead of being nothing more than just a toy. So, good morning to all y'all. I'm Rayford Brown, and I'm preparing to offend and confuse members of both political
Oh,
parties as
snap.
often as I can today.
Happy in between day of 2 days. I'm Chris Marks.
Good Tuesday morning. Let's not make it terrible, Rayford. I'm leaving.
And she's
us.
cleaning the screen off of her cell phone. She's going, what are you doing?
Well, there's a story behind it, but I'm sitting here and it looks ugly, so I cleaned it.
It looks
It's
ugly.
still lotions for my hands in the morning, and then
Touch the
Good
screen.
morning, Tim.
Good morning. The donkey man's in the
The
house.
donkey man's in the house. Well, you know what?
Happy Hump Day Eve.
I'm
Oh,
getting ready.
Dave.
Hump Eve.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
how it
yeah,
all
there he is.
began.
Never mind. Go ahead,
That's
Chris.
how it all began.
I'm not saying a word.
You don't have to. It's already
And
done.
that dang
Something
old
said.
apple.
Oh,
Yes, there we go. So anyway, I got something especially for you
oh my gosh! I know you.
because you were talking about you had some breezes at your house, right?
Yeah, there's some
You
breezes.
had some breezes.
No
at your-
hail, but
No hail, no, but you did have some wind at your house, I guess, right?
a little bit.
So I
Okay.
thought of
Come, all you young fellows that follow the sea, to me way, blow the man down. Put a vent on your ears and listen to me. Give me some time to blow the man down.
Rayford.
a lot of wind at your house
I'm
yesterday,
not
right?
saying a word.
Rayford. I just
That was a good one.
I'm staying out of this
That
one.
was a good one.
Just like to be there.
Oh my goodness
See, I ain't
gracious!
right.
Well, we
You
know
are-
that.
And I'm proud to admit it.
oh my gosh.
And everybody else has been saying it for so long anyway. What difference does it make?
All right.
Nada.
Who cares?
Okay.
Okay, a quartet of young men from Onslow County got caught red-handed in Kinston over the weekend when police responded to a call they had broken into the then-closed Vernon Park Mall. Police located the 4 young Marines, 2 of them with red paint on their hands and in possession of what the cops called burglary tools. According to reports, the 4 broke into the mall, spray painted some of the walls with red paint, and stole 3 metal signs. And Lee, prepare now for the stank eye look. You ready? You're going to give me the stank eye look. I know. You're getting ready. You're getting ready to do just that, huh? One of the things that they stole was a sex education CD.
What?
They're young Marines from Camp Lejeune. They stole a sex education CD. What they're accused of taking was valued at about $150, the signs and this sex education CD.
No. But a
The
CD.
look on, they got to learn first. On the barracks officer of the day, whenever they get out of jail and return to the base, absolutely priceless. We need a picture of that when it happens. I would love to be at that barracks when they show up.
I heard that story this morning, and my first thought was, K-Town doesn't have to worry about prosecuting these young Marines because once they got back to base, it was over
I'm
for
not
them.
sure that they're going to be the same ever again.
It was over for them. Could you imagine?
You'll recognize them. They'll be on the side of the road picking up trash.
In the orange jumpsuits.
Their toothbrushes will be very fine because they're going to be scrubbing the tiles of the barracks with them.
And up for the dishonorable discharge.
Probably not. They want to keep them around for a while to torture them. I'm absolutely sure.
You know what would be a good torture? Send them back to boot camp.
Ew! Wow! I just got out.
No, they're on their way out. They're on the bye-bye.
You send them to Paris Island for those 6 weeks.
Yeah, just to let them remember the good old days at some point in time in their future.
A sex education CD.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
What
want?
were they expecting off of it?
To learn.
Pictures or something? Why would you?
That's a CD, dude.
I mean,
I thought the DVDs did.
You've got so much on the internet you can go research.
Even what you don't want to.
Could you imagine getting caught with that in your back pocket? What's that, son? Sex education CD? I'm just saying there was so much else that they could have stolen.
I have intentionally not used their names this morning. They are public record, and the other people are using. I'm not going to go there.
Well, they did this morning on the TV news.
I'm sure that they did.
Well, if they were corporals going in, there'll be privates coming out.
Wow.
Before their discharge.
There's a 6-figure job opening in Martin County if you're looking for a high-paying job, if you want one. 6 figures, $102,000.
Oh, my gosh.
The director of the county's Department of Social Services got the boot last week when, according to those in charge, she violated a court order and then got reprimanded by the judge.
Oh. What'd she do, Rayford?
Well, she's accused of exhibiting performance deficiencies, failure to comply with court orders, and failure to fulfill the duties and responsibilities required of your position. That's in a letter that was given to her by the powers that be. She's making $105,000 a year. No more. That be gone.
I'd like to know what was the order she violated.
Who knows?
From the
It must
judge?
have been something specific on something.
Was it from the judge or
Yes,
from
from the
her?
judge.
She got reprimanded by the judge because she failed. Okay, I won't tell you about it. Ready?
Okay.
According to the county itself, a child was
Did she-
moved without court authorization and in violation of a court order. They say that was done under her authority. Her name is Angela Ellis, with her claiming she was unaware of the court order in the first place. I'm making $100,000 and somebody has done something like that and there was a court order involved and I'm not aware of it. You ought to be fired. I should be fired just for that. Not letting up, the letter also stated she had a recurring pattern of noncompliance with court orders. failed to conduct timely home assessments and drug screenings, failed to implement effective random drug testing protocols, and other issues that delayed reunification efforts of their children under the court's jurisdiction. The 51-year-old Ellis was appointed to that position in February of 2021. Where she goes from here, who knows? Where she goes from here, who cares?
She needs to watch the old Flip Wilson show.
Yeah.
Here comes the judge. There
Here
goes your
comes the
job.
judge.
There goes your job.
Here comes the judge, there goes the job.
I've got one for you. This is really good. You know, yesterday morning we were talking about Dave Bullock. He is the state auditor, and I have got a call into him, so hopefully I'll talk to him today because I want him, because he said he would come in on the show, but he struck again following an investigation by the North Carolina Office of the State Auditor. The former town manager of Pilot Mountain has been indicted for a Class F felony.
Ruh-roh.
The investigation found that Michael Boaz misused a town-issued credit card by purchasing food, ammunition, electronics, transportation services, gift services, and
Rewind.
funding personal travel. Okay,
Rewind. No,
I'm going to get down to it.
about that
Ammunition, right.
What's the job?
He was the town manager at Pilot
And
Mountain.
he bought bullets.
Yes, on the credit card.
What was he planning?
I don't know. It says that
I mean, I can understand being in that position. You may need protection.
the Office of the State Auditor reviewed 793 credit card transactions,
That's a lot.
totaling $317,604
That's a whole
secured
lot.
by the town manager between January 2022 and November 2024. And here are some of the fraudulent purchases.
Less than 2 years.
There we go. $419 charge at the Westin Seattle. It was for a personal family vacation layover en
In
route to
Seattle.
their Alaskan cruise.
Oh, boy.
All
So he
right.
took the family, put it on a city credit card, and went to Alaska. But they just laid over in Seattle. So they put
Yes,
that
they
on-
had to stay in Seattle for
Well, they
the
needed to
layover.
keep their credit card available
Here we
to
go.
buy the stuff in wherever they were.
$2,300 in purchases of Visa gift cards. So he used the town credit card.
to give out
to
gift
buy-
cards. Well, I'm good. Hey, he didn't give me one. Did he give you one?
$2,139 in food-related purchases consisting of 28 transactions
Uh-oh.
in his former hometown of King, North Carolina. $10,758 of other food-related purchases consisting of 189 transactions. Evidently, his wife did not cook. $1,576.
Maybe she didn't cook good.
Oh, of DoorDash.com.
Oh, no.
boy.
Yeah, he was having it delivered.
Meals on wheels.
Was he going to his home?
Meals on Wheels.
Was he going to his home?
It didn't say. It just said that that consisted of 34 transactions.
And how much for those 34 transactions total?
$1,576 of
You
DoorDash.
want to do the you punch that up? Yeah.
Well, times McDonald's burgers times 34. $276 of online purchases of gun ammunition from Lucky Gunner,
Well, that's
which
about
did not
2
contain a
boxes of
receipt or explanation of
Okay, give me
business
the total
purpose.
amount of food that he door dashed.
Okay, he DoorDash $1,576.
And how many?
34.
A lot of Mickey D's there.
It's $46 a pop.
Dang.
That's a lot of big Mickey D's.
Well,
That'd be,
anyway,
that'd be Golden Corral too. I mean, he's not that old. I'm pretty sure.
No,
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
depends how
20
many kids he has.
20
too.
bucks a piece.
auditors also found evidence
Yeah,
suggesting that the former town manager may have used town time and resources while performing outside consulting work. Well, go figure that.
Yeah.
He's going to use a credit card for
Is
all
he
that other
teaching them
stuff.
how? Is he teaching the
Probably
other?
classes on how to use a credit card.
Yeah.
That's not yours.
Oh, you got this position over here now. Let me tell you how I do it. Write a book. You could probably get it published.
Wonder how much
OJ did.
That's what. We're going back for OJ. OJ.
God help us.
God.
You know, it's stupid is as stupid does. Who said that?
Um,
Young Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Forrest
Oh,
Gump.
thank
I
you.
was going to say Gumbo.
Young Force.
I couldn't
Gumbo.
come out fast enough.
Gumbo?
Yeah,
Gumbo,
I
Gumbo.
knew Gump. I just was not quick enough.
You're in between Rambo and Forrest Gump.
Right.
Rambo.
You're on Monday afternoon.
What is that called? Ram Gump? Ram Gump.
Oh, we had a
Well,
North Carolina resident that was on that hantavirus ship, cruise ship. See if they name him.
But
So
they,
he's stuck in Nebraska now?
I
Mhm.
don't know.
Oh, great.
I don't
But
know.
From an
they-
infected
Oh,
ship to Nebraska.
Chris is right. That person was evacuated along with all remaining
Mhm.
U.S. passengers to the University of Nebraska.
but they
Are
all
they studying or
Well,
No, they're all
being
fine.
tested?
they're all fine. No, they're all
Yeah.
testing negative right now,
Yeah.
but they still have to be quarantined.
For how
They
long?
say
2 years?
No,
They say that in
Hmm.
order to get it from a person that's infected, you have to really be around them a lot. You know, you have to.
So they
Like a
just still put
husband
them
and wife.
around somebody a
So
lot.
Yeah.
contact.
So yeah, yes. As
I
far
had
as
to
some,
test it. That's I wonder. That's how they test bulletproof vests. That's stupid.
Yeah. At least it works.
Charlie may want to comment on that.
digital theft cases, Jacksonville police. Well, what?
Oh.
This could be me. Go ahead.
Hey,
Sorry.
Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey,
What's
Charlie.
going on?
Morning, Charlie.
You know, it's funny. You guys were just talking about a politician that's corrupt. Yes.
Yes.
Well, he's not a politician.
He's a town
He's
manager.
hired official in a community.
Was this person's political, Republican or Democrat, or we don't know?
It doesn't matter. He was
Do not
hired.
know.
He was not an elected person.
Isn't it amazing? You think about, as all of us are human beings. We get smarter with age. Some people get dumber with age.
Yep.
You hire people in positions of authority,
Mhm.
and sometimes politicians, we vote for them, and then we discover they're absolutely corrupt. So the person that you're talking about, somebody said, you know what? This is a qualified person that's going to represent our community. This is a really good person. But it turns out this person is just an absolute ass of a human being.
Yes.
And then you have egg on your face. And the person that hired this person is just as dumb as this person. No, it's just
Okay.
funny.
Okay. Let me interrupt you for just a second. How many times you been married?
Never.
Okay, so you haven't screwed up then, right? You haven't married somebody. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody that just absolutely disappointed you? That you trusted implicitly because they were really a good person on the surface, right?
Actually, all the women that I've been with, no. I don't have a negative experience. Maybe one.
Okay.
She lied to me. And
Uh-huh. And you should have caught it. You should have known about that, didn't you?
No, I was young and naive. She was beautiful, kind of famous. It doesn't matter.
Kind of like politicians.
I'm just saying, when you hire somebody, can you really trust anybody when you think about it? Can you really trust anybody?
As I put down the other day, I can trust everybody as long as I'm sitting 15 feet away from them and I've got a 45 automatic aimed at them.
Good.
Well, that doesn't make sense. I mean, that's kind of, no. You need,
Oh, I trust them. They won't hurt me.
I'm not talking about them physically hurting you, but when it comes to mentally, do we really know anybody?
No.
Not unless we deal with the AI persons, because I know all of them. They're just idiots.
Listen, Rayford, I like your show. If I come to your show and you interview me and you're like, and I want to work for your show, I want to produce for your show, and I sell how great I am, how smart I am, how talented I am, you're like, you know what? This Charlie guy seems like, he can contribute to my show. But for all you know, I'm completely full of it. I'm an absolute disaster of a human being, correct?
No, you're not. I run the background.
I knew that was coming. I can't tell you the first time I showed up on the show, you ran a
Do
background
you
check
remember
on me.
where you were on the 30th of October in 2004? Do you remember that day?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I have no clue. I have no clue.
Well, I'll explain it to you one day.
Hey, Rayford, can I tell you something?
Sure. Go
That
ahead.
all the four, can I tell something to all the four people in your studio right now?
The poor people?
4.
Four.
Number
Four. I'm sorry.
I am bored. Yeah.
Well, there's 3 others, yes.
Okay, there are 4 people in your studio right now, correct?
Absolutely.
I found a loophole in the medical system. I'm very serious. Listen to me.
Okay.
Wilford, I could literally find out what medication CVS, if you have a CVS in your, do you have a CVS in your community?
We
Yeah.
do.
Couple of them.
Rayford.
Yes.
I could find out every drug that you have been prescribed. I could find out every drug your loved ones have been prescribed. I found a loophole.
Good.
It's disturbing. No. You shouldn't know. You shouldn't say good. You say, okay, wait a minute. Charlie's he's either out of his effing mind or this is very concerning. I found a loophole. I don't think anybody, it's a disturbing loophole. Now, if you want to challenge me, say, Charlie, I dare you to find out what drugs I've been prescribed by CVS in the last 6 months. Challenge me.
I'll
challenge you right now.
I can too.
Yeah, I can challenge you right now, and I can guarantee you can't, because I won't tell you why. I don't use CVS, so how you gonna find out about me?
No, he said if you use CVS.
Yeah, I
found
know.
a loophole.
So you can't
I
find
found
it.
a loophole.
Well,
right, what's your loophole?
actually,
There
technically,
is a central location, yes.
Yeah. there is.
technically, CVS does not prescribe medications.
Right.
Doctors
No, that is-
prescribe.
yeah.
So
Even
there-
Walmart. Listen, guys, I'm very serious. I did this about 2 years ago. There's a serious flaw, a loophole when with prescription drugs at these pharmacies. I figured out. I'm not going to explain to you like Charlie. We're going to hang up on you. You're not making any sense. And the guy that just said I'm nuts and I can't do it. What is your name? If I knew your name, I could definitely find out any drugs that you have been
Who?
prescribed.
Tim, did he call you? You didn't call him nuts, did you? Okay.
I just said he couldn't.
He said you could not find out because he doesn't use
I don't
CVS.
use CVS. I don't use CVS.
Why would I make such a stupid radical statement? I've done it.
I
I'll
don't
tell you
know.
why.
I mean, that's what people do all the time. I mean, I'm around people who make that kind of
I
stuff.
know. I got a note from CVS a couple of days ago, an
Yeah.
email over the weekend that offered me said you have got your Medicare emergency kit waiting for you. Just give us your address. Well, if you've got all this information, you've got my address. Put the damn thing in the mail.
Yeah.
Hey, Rayford,
Yes.
if I told you how Rayford, this is live, it's online. If I said specifically how I could do this, they would have a massive lawsuit against them. I found a loophole in their system. I'm telling you right now, Rayford, if you have a CVS, if you get medication from CVS, I guarantee you, I can tell you every drug that you've been prescribed.
Okay,
Yes,
hold on just a second, because I want to do this test, but I don't want to do it over the air. I will do it online with you. But you don't? Do you use CVS?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we got one person here who uses CVS, 2 people who use CVS, and 2 who do not. So, you want to send me that information and let me check, see what my 2 partners in crime here are, what kind of drugs they're taking?
Nothing. I don't have any.
Here's what I'm going to do. Listen, I'm not trying to play games. You're like, Charlie, don't ever call us again. I'm going to think about this. I'm going to call you guys in a couple of days. I'm actually going to reveal this. It's bizarre. If you guys, I'm going to call you guys back. I want to tell you guys how I can do this right now. I want to,
You just have to wait because we got a congressman we're going to be dealing with here in just a couple of minutes, and I got to get some weather in. Okay,
That's right.
so call us back tomorrow and let us know.
Yeah.
all right.
All right, thank
All
you.
right, bye.
All right.
Bye.
I know you got to do weather, so real quick hellos to Thomas and
Thomas,
Kathy,
Diane, Kathy,
Robert, and Miss Elsie.
a little bear, Miss Elsie,
Yeah.
Thomas, and
Kathy.
Any Kathy I know?
I think so.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Is she the shell lady?
She's the shell lady.
Shell lady.
She's the shell
She's a
lady.
shell lady. She's my real. That was a nice clam. That was a chowder clam right there, by the way. And it's even better now than it was then. Follow the sun, live and local real talk, or maybe we should say live and local real talk. You know,
No, we don't want to get. We don't
our
want to be
language is
copying
really
other
screwed
people.
up. Live and live are really messed up.
We
for
don't
me.
want to be copying other people
No.
or putting that impression out that we may be copying other people.
We let other people copy
It
us.
leads to confusion, as it already has.
I'm not confused.
We're good.
No,
We're good.
Well,
I know where you're
maybe, but
I know where you're at.
the offshore winds associated with that passing cold front, the one that ignited the fireworks across parts of southeastern North Carolina yesterday afternoon, will veer to the south later today before strengthening ahead of another front expected across Wednesday night and into Thursday. Today, out to 60 nautical miles if you're going out yonder. Northeasterly winds 20 to 25 knots. They'll come down in the afternoon, 15 to 20. Gusts, though, this morning up to 30 knots. Seas, 6 to 9 footers. Tomorrow, southeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 4 to 6. Thursday, westerly winds 15 to 20, becoming northwesterly 10 to 15 in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 5. Showers with a chance of thunder boomers on Thursday. And then a chance of showers in the afternoon as well.
And today, mostly cloudy with a high near 73. Light and variable wind becoming east 5 to 9 miles per hour. Winds could gust as high as 15. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 52. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 77. Wednesday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 a.m., which would be Thursday morning. Increasing clouds with a low around 60. And Thursday, a chance of showers before 8 a.m. Then mostly sunny with a high near 75. So what rain we're getting will be in the wee hours of Thursday morning. Up and out.
Well, the wee hours is the time we're up anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're supposed to be out by like 8 a.m. on
So
Thursday.
it's you're going to be doing your rain dance again out there?
No need to do a rain dance. Just go out and mow your yard and wash
Oh.
your house or
Oh,
wash your truck.
That's the
And
same
here
thing
comes
as
the rain.
doing a rain dance, right?
Right.
Here at the studio, it's 49 degrees, 97% humidity. We had about 0.04 inches of rain yesterday. Barometric pressure is 30.05. One more. You get it to 30.6. 30.05. And it feels like 47 degrees out there. Chilly on the chilly side.
That's
Um,
good.
Tim,
Sir?
not you. Tim from Nelson, Virginia, checked in this morning with 39 degrees on our ham radio network. Lee, over here to my left. Lady Blue checked in from the Woodlands at 49 degrees as well. 93% humidity, 30.18 inches of mercury, and steady south-southeasterly winds at 2 and 0.13 inches of rain. Joe down in Swansboro. Joe did pretty well with the rain. He had 0.44, almost a half inch, and 52 degrees this morning, 97% humidity, 30.16 inches of mercury, and winds were pretty much non-existent over at the island, Emerald Island, 52 degrees. He had thin overcast clouds there and a very light breeze blowing at the time. James in Bladen County, 52 degrees. Also, not much in the way of clouds, but had some light overcast, kind of like what we've got around Jacksonville right now. Randy in Southwest on his golf cart, 48 degrees, 99% humidity. I wonder if he ever takes that thing out and plays golf. He ought to put 9 holes somewhere around that neighborhood and just go around, get out and knock that thing in. Okay.
Probably 9 culverts around there somewhere.
Anyway, the 30.16 inches of mercury, partly cloudy, calm, and he had 0.48 inches of rain, but he did not have the most. Ward in Cedar Point, he's the man. He had northeasterly winds, very light this morning, 0.63 inches of rain. I was looking at that cloud yesterday as it was coming by, or the storm as it was coming by, and right along the coastal area there. It got pretty intense. You should have seen the lightning blast that were coming off that sucker. 50.2 degrees in Cedar Point, 96% humidity, 30.24 inches of mercury. Carol called this morning from River Bend, 48 degrees there, 99% humidity. And she said it was variable winds of just about 1 mile per hour. And she had 0.2 inches of rain. Got okay, but not enough for all of us.
Yeah.
But since we've got
Congressman
some
Murphy.
accumulation,
On the phone.
Richard over there in Jones County, And we know where Jones County is. He had 46 degrees, 96% humidity. And on the line with us right now, we have the one, the only, we have the good doctor is in the house.
Yay.
Dr. Murphy. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Morning,
Hey, guys. Good
Congressman.
morning. Hope everybody's doing well.
Oh, we're doing fine. Got a full house here this morning because we got Chris here on my immediate left, and to his left is, God, she shouldn't really be leaning to the left at all. Ever, right?
Stop it.
Oh, really?
Lee Barrows is in here, and we have the Donkey Man. We have Tim, and I guess he's from the Jackass Party.
Yep. Yeah.
So-
No, I just raised them.
He just.
Anyway,
Yeah.
good morning, Congress.
Yeah, I told
Hey,
Congressman Murphy that one time before, I think. Yeah, they're just like Democrats. They stand at the gate and wait for something to eat. Yes. And they're small.
Small-minded, some of them.
With little tiny donkeys or something.
Yes, sir, they're miniature donkeys.
Well,
Yes, sir.
We need to get a picture of him out there with him.
With the next one, he's going to name Chuck Schumer.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
I'll remember
I
that.
dare you.
If I have
I'll bring
a
pictures and a
image.
T-shirt.
if she, when Charlotte has her next one, if it's a Jack, I'm going to name it Chuck. So help me, I'm going to name it Chuck.
We'll get a blanket made for it with
Yeah.
Chuck on it. Oh, well, anyway, I bet you would like that one on your wall. How are things up there in D.C.?
Well,
Yeah.
we'll have an interesting week. A lot of this is about law enforcement and safety and security this
That's
week.
right.
Oh, yes.
It's very interesting how, and I've akin this all with ICE and with Customs and Border Patrol, the continuation of the defund the police movement. And, but that's what this is. They won't fund Customs and Borders Control because they want open borders and they want to flood people in to change the congressional map. And then they don't want ICE to actually enforce the immigration laws that we've had. Tragedies are tragedy of what happened up in Minnesota. Those people, it was tragic. They put themselves in a situation that they shouldn't have been put in, but that said, it was a tragic occurrence. But did you have anybody protest the entire time that Obama deported 3 million people?
No.
Not one. Not one. And it's just so hard because these folks now, I don't know what they stand for. I don't know what they stand for. It's anything. It's just, I hate Trump. And, even one person running for U.S. Senate has a television ad that basically says, and I quote, F Trump.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, what kind of way to lead a country is that? It's not. And so it's insane.
We've stooped to a level at the political level that just really is concerning to me. I cannot believe what I hear out of the people that we elect. I cannot believe what I hear out of their mouths. I really can't. I'm just absolutely blows me away.
Good, bad, or indifferent. You can believe what I say, and I get in trouble for saying sometimes what I say. But I don't have to do this job because I still love being a doctor. And I saw some patients yesterday. I do this for my kids and grandkids. I don't go chasing cameras like some of our idiots do on both sides of the aisle.
Yep.
And so I don't have any reason. I don't have any ulterior motives. I'm just going to try to do what I think is best for the country. And if people elect me, so be it. If they don't, that's another thing too. So.
I got a couple of areas I want to venture into this morning. The big, beautiful ballroom bill and the security expenses for the White House. First of all, let's set a few things straight here. There's a whole bunch of money that's proposed, whatever, to upgrade security for the White House and to include this ballroom whenever it gets built. Obviously, it's got to have security there, so I guess they're lumping in under one big sum. What can we break that down at all? What is it, $1 billion or something?
Yeah, that's what Senator Thune on the Senate side has proposed as far as security.
Mm-hmm.
The ballroom itself was $400 million. This is something that every president, literally since Clinton, has been asking for. But guess what? Trump actually does it, and it's a place of that shows off the American, the American elite as far as what goes on with politics. They have one in France, they have one in England, they have one everywhere else.
Well, better than taking them to a hotel. I mean, that just sounds like you're being kind of dumb, doesn't it?
Well, yes, and plus, Trump got 400 million donors. Not a single taxpayer dollar was going to that.
Now, the safety and the security of the institution and the place underneath it, yeah, that's where the thing is coming up with the $1 billion. I don't know that entirely passes. It'll be interesting to see where that goes, because that will be some of the discussions this week.
But I would hope that a chunk of it, because I know Secret Service agents. I know some current, I know some retired, and they say the White House is a sieve. They've caught people.
I would have no doubt.
They've caught people in bad places where they should not have been. Just jumping that stupid fence. A good friend of ours that lives here in North Carolina now, a good friend of mine. Anyway, he got one of the last ones there before he retired. Come on. Yeah,
well,
you should never be able to get that far.
Yeah, you can't stop these lone wolves who are crazy. You just can't do that, and regardless of who the president is, regardless.
Right.
Yeah, you can get cocaine in the White House, and all of a sudden people don't know where it went to or where it came from.
Yeah.
So, I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous world, and if somebody is bound and determined, and if there are enough people who are bound and determined to see someone harm, that may happen. But everything that they can to help prevent these things needs to be done and should be done. So, if you look and see what happened to Maduro, he got plucked. The Ayatollah got plucked, and I think the number 2 maybe, I read something early this morning, he may be injured or something. And did you see, I don't know, Kim Jong-un in
South Korea, yeah.
Yeah, he said that if he got assassinated, it is immediate nuclear war.
So he's attached the big red button to his pulse. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
wonderful.
Yeah. So so we live in a crazy world, and I've had death threats after these things.
Oh, I'm sure.
And if somebody wanted to, do somebody harm their families, what could happen with people and
Congressman, let me ask you quick question for you. Because I noticed in New York, the governor and the mayor, sorry, I have to use those names, so I won't use them.
Don't use the names.
I'm not going to use their names because they're idiots. What they're wanting to do with ICE agents, preventing them from working with law enforcement, preventing them from doing their duties. I mean,
I'm sorry, say that again.
The governor and mayor of New York trying to prevent ICE from doing their work in New York.
Won't let local law enforcement work with them, but they also don't want them in the city doing their work.
Yeah.
Doing work that they're hired to do.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's obstruction of justice.
Absolutely.
That's what I thought.
Prosecuted.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
They should be prosecuted.
Yeah, DOJ grabbed that one in a heartbeat.
Yeah, ask the people of New York who are leaving like Josh. Good Lord, they're on the southbound train, the westbound train, anytime they can.
Yeah, I know. Some of them are coming here and bringing their ideas with them.
Yeah, used to you look down
They
I-95.
they can come here and send them back. If the road goes 2 ways.
Yeah, 95 does go north.
Yeah, all those license plates.
Yeah.
New York.
Used to be New Jersey all the time. Now it's New Jersey and New York. It's a competition headed south. I mean, I'm on I-95 3 times a week. I know.
Well, most of the people that are leaving now are people with reasonable, thoughts that they want to get out of that nonsense. So,
they're the smart ones.
That's why they're leaving.
Strait of Hormuz, are we in control of it, or is Tehran in control of it? I'm not going to say Iran, because Iran's got more than just Tehran in it, and it's kind of like New York. It's got more than New York City in it. But the Tehran puppet government, the rogue government there, they're claiming they own the Strait of Hormuz as far as control is. Are they accurate?
Well, I think they're accurate in the pretense that they will be firing or attempt to firing on ships, and some are being escorted through with U.S. guidance, but a lot are not. And so they have an effective stranglehold on the region, which is what they were going to do anyway if they'd have gotten a nuclear weapon.
Oh, yeah.
People, this is what people don't realize, and I'll say this very bluntly. If Iran if Iran were allowed to have a nuclear weapon, our world would never be the same. Never be the same. For our children, our grandchildren, and I am sorry and fully sympathetic that gas prices are up right now because of this. I absolutely am, especially if this affects the lower income folks with this. But this is the safety and security of the world that is at stake. That, you know, Obama tried to pay them off with $8 billion in cash. And what did they do? They used that money to basically fund their proxies. And Biden tried to do the same thing. This has been nonsense. And so this had to be done at this point in time. And, you know, I'm sorry for some of the collateral side effects. I truly, truly am. But for the safety and security of the world, Iran would have no problem using a nuclear weapon because they are religious fanatics.
Yep.
They believe in the Iranian Constitution. I will say this. In the Iranian Constitution, it says that their goal is to have a one world religion, and it is their radical Islamic belief that their religion is what that should be, through any means necessary. So this is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
The Iranian people are, you know, are beautiful, beautiful people. I know many Iranians who came over when the Shah was deposed. A lot of them living in the country since then.
Right.
And they're sad, so sad about what's happened to their country. But this needed to be done, as painful and you know, difficult at times as it is. I always say, think about what the Britons did withering the storm during World War II, and the sacrifices they made to help. You know, if England had been overrun, Nazi, we would have never been able to take back Western Europe. So,
Lee's going to have a question for you just a second, but on the Iranian topic, Mark Kelly, Senator out of Arizona, former Navy pilot, a sworn officer in the Navy who was on Face the Nation Sunday, told how depleted our arsenal is because of the Iranian non-war. Wait a minute. You know, when I was a
whose damn
cop,
side are you on, boy?
if I was a cop, if I had revealed that we didn't have enough bullets to go around in the department, I would not have been a police officer any longer. I would have been beaten to a pulp, probably by my coworkers. But what in the world?
Reckless.
Loose lips sink ships.
Yeah.
Idiots.
He got his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, well, not yet.
It's crazy.
Okay, Lee, you.
All right, Dr. Murphy, good morning. So coming out of Washington right now, we're hearing a lot about Trump reportedly suspending federal gas tax. What's the news on that?
Well, he can't do that unilaterally. That's something an action of Congress would have to do.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I mean, I think it's 18 cents on the dollar, if I recall. So I don't know about that, and that's something Congress would have to do, and I don't know that that's going to happen. You know, it's a challenge. Here we are because, you know, Biden depleted our oil reserves so much for political purposes, not to help the country, but for political purposes. You know, so much of this that we do in the world today is because of the nonsense that he did, what's going on in Ukraine. We would have never had a Ukrainian war had he not done what he did in Afghanistan. We wouldn't be having the ICE issue if they didn't let 15, 20 million people come in the country. We wouldn't have terror cells in the country that the FBI is going after because of these people being let in. And so it just, you look at the absolute ridiculousness of that last administration. Yeah, but, you know, this was culminating. This had to be done in Iran, and I don't know about the gas tax issue. I think it's a nice attempt to try to help people, but I don't know that does anything. So.
Right.
Well,
Guys, they got to run. I got to go
appreciate it.
speak at a medical meeting.
Oh, okay.
appreciate that, sir, and speak well. I'm sure you will.
He's got to go do the doctor thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's just about healthcare and what's going on. Our wonderful greedy insurance companies, for-profit entities,
that was
strangling this country.
Next time we'll have to ask you about Carolina eavesdropping, Blue Shield Advantage plans.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about that in the next time.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Thank you.
Let's do it soon.
Thank you for serving the citizens of North Carolina, Congressman.
Keep
Yes.
up the
I'm
good
honored
work.
to do so.
And I think you probably need to take your scalpel to Washington and see if you can't cut up some,
Raver.
not people, just the budget. Just the budget. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Doc.
got it.
Thank you, doctor.
All right, take
Dr.
care.
Murphy, bye.
Bye-bye.
He won't hurt people.
He's got a scalpel now. Don't,
I know
don't
that,
push
but
him.
he needs a scalpel in that office to, clean up stuff.
Yeah, I know. I
Cut
understand.
off some warts here and there.
I understand. He brought up something which Chris and I were talking about it earlier, and we both wanted to mention. This is National Police Officers Week, I think.
Yep.
Month, week. Anyway, May 15th. And that's this Friday. Is it Friday? 12? Yes, Friday. 10 a.m. at the Jacksonville Public at the
Police department.
the police department. The Peace Officers Memorial Day is Friday, the May 15th at 10 a.m. And yesterday was the anniversary of police officer Terry Lee Lanier's death.
Mhm.
He died May 11th, 1979, while approaching a suspect that had a knife, and the suspect turned around and
Belfort Road.
That Terry
Flashed
was
us.
the nephew of Sergeant
that's right. His uncle worked there.
Jake Lanier.
Mhm.
And he came up and he joined the police department. He
Yeah, I knew Terry.
they had a guy that he was on the 1073 side. He
Yes.
had gotten away from a hospital where he was being treated. 1073 is
Good.
the cop code for him being a mental subject. They call him not a mental patient necessarily, but mentally challenged, an issue. And the guy had a knife, and he, as a young officer, decided he was going to take the knife away. And was going to approach him. And, you don't really want to go in swinging or hurting or shooting mental patients, but you also need to wait for backup. And it's a shame. He's not the first one to do it. He won't be the last one to do it. Most of the time, it works out fine.
Yes.
It works out fine.
An unfortunate, for sure.
It was.
I knew Terry.
I never met him. Of course,
Nice young man.
I worked with his
wonderful.
daddy. I mean, his uncle,
Right.
and he was one of a kind. He was
Yeah.
an interesting individual.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Terry's actually was my sister-in-law's cousin,
Right.
and my brother was on the police department at the same time
Mm-hmm.
that it happened.
Yeah, it was
That's
really,
sad.
really sad. But Friday, May 15th, 10 a.m. at the Public Safety Memorial Gardens. I don't know the actual title of it. It's right there behind Jacksonville PD and the fire department.
Yeah,
And,
look for all the police cars.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look,
that's where it's going to be.
yeah, usually that's where you can
There
find
you
it. But yeah, you can park down the street and walk up there. But it's the memorial, so for Memorial Day observance for the
I'm
ones of
rich,
us. You're rich.
according to my emails here. I've got an email. All of them are addressed to me. Okay, you're a winner. It says.
Yeah.
Exclusive Yabby Casino bonus. You received a direct deposit of $7,000,
Yeah.
according to the next one. $2,500 payments into your account.
Yeah, my goodness.
And then I'm not going to read that one. Yeah. Last attempt to contact you. Your email has been flagged.
Yeah.
Good. Fidelity Life is sending me one. Welcome to your Fidelity Life offer. And I had a call yesterday
Yeah.
for my final destination stuff. I don't even know. Another Fidelity Life. I've got, what in the world?
Yeah. They're
What? And how many people fall for this stuff? Is the question.
That's the
Thank
problem.
goodness
There's
I've got
somebody.
my scam. This all is scam.
Mhm.
I just opened them up to see what's going on here. I got 787 spams since
Why
I
don't you ever
spam and scam are about the same.
Yeah.
And this is over the last since Friday when they got dumped.
My goodness gracious.
Guess what's happening today?
are they dumping?
My
Where you
favorite
going?
one is
Done.
they called me and said, "Look, we'd like to help you refinance your VA loan." So don't have one.
Mhm.
Well, we'd like to help you with your mortgage. And don't have one. And we like to help. Well, you got escrow? Nah, we don't have one. Don't need one. And they keep right on. And I'm going down the highway. Yep. Don't have one. Don't have one. Well, you're pretty much fit guy. I said, yeah, bye.
They're going to call you anyway. They're going to call you back.
They'll call me sometimes 3 times a day.
There's scams every day,
Oh,
like the phone call I got yesterday. And okay, I was
Sergeant
telling Rayford.
Rogers is my favorite person. He's
Well,
called me 3 times.
I got a phone call
With the sheriff's
yesterday.
department.
Called me by my real first name, so I already knew then. And he said, our company is going to be on Northwoods Drive on Wednesday, checking roofs on houses, and we'd like to come by and check yours. I said, well, my roof is fine. I have a metal roof. It's fine. And before you ask, it was checked recently, personally. All the screws are there. Everything is good. There's no, well, can I ask you how old it is? I said,
Old enough.
I said,
They 6 months.
about 10 years old, I guess. He goes, well, we're going around inspecting houses, and especially metal roofs, and we're finding a lot of hail damage that the homeowners don't know. I go, what? Hail damage? I said, if you can tell me, when is the last time we had a hailstorm in Jacksonville, North Carolina? And it's probably Charlie. And of any of proportionate size that would cause any damage. And I told him, I said, look, I'm a weather girl.
Well, you're talking about at the top of the roof.
She's a weather girl.
I'm a weather girl.
General Lee
Top
is
of
her
the metal
name.
roof, if you'll check, sometimes those screws will back out.
Oh, I know that.
You know how I fix that?
How do you fix
Get you a
it?
can of Flex Seal, screw it
Yeah.
back down and Flex Seal it.
Yeah.
She ain't backing out no more.
Yeah, my roof is good. The screws are good. Once in a while, you'll see one come a little loose. You pop it back in, you're fine. But other than
Hate
that,
those screws.
I don't have any
yeah.
hail damage.
No.
We don't
This
know.
Charlie.
We don't know.
I
Hello,
think
good
so.
morning.
I think it's.
You're live and local. Can I help you?
Yeah, hi. I'm trying to get a hold of Rayford. I'm trying to get a hold of Rayford. My tree cutting shop is in your neighborhood. We cut trees, so we're basically reaching out to see if you might need any trees cut around your property.
I do.
We've got a discount today.
I do. Would you like me to give you the exact address so you can come on by?
You know, it's funny. I get these
333
calls.
Moon Street. I'm in Los Angeles.
I get these calls, and it's funny. And I actually, when I try to be nice to the person that called
Why?
me yesterday, I'm like, listen, what'd you say?
Why are you trying to be nice to idiots like that?
Well, no, because sometimes I do outreach through cold calling, and I told this person, I said, listen, your approach is horrible. You need to say, it's really bad.
You screwed with his head. Good for you, Charlie.
I wanted to be nice to this person. No, I don't have any trees. Like, I rent, so you can't cut trees around my property. But I wanted to be respectful. You want to know what happened when I started talking to this person?
They hung up on you?
They hung up on me. They hung up on me.
How do I know that? Because I've done the same stuff to people when they call me.
No. I said, listen, sir. I have a job sometimes when I make cold calls, but I have a nice way of talking to people. Your approach is not good. You don't speak that well. They hung up on me immediately. They did not want to hear my approach.
So just trying to be a good guy that you found a cure for the problem. Yeah. Maybe I should try that. Hi, dude, your approach is kind of dumb, and you also got BO. I have got a new approach now. Thank you,
That's a
Charlie.
good one. That's a good one.
Well, no, it's just bizarre. It's bizarre when they call you, and they're like, I think I'm better than most people when it comes to talking on the phone. Like if I called you Rayford, you might give
That's
me.
what I would answer if you call me that name, because that's my name.
So if I called you randomly and I started speaking to you, would you maybe give me like an extra 1 or 2 seconds to say, okay, I'm going to listen to this person?
No, because I've just been.
You know what?
I've been inundated by so many callers. My telephone looks, when I look at my phone, it says, no, this is another one of them. I just, hello, what you want?
No, but the companies that I work for, I believe in them. And they pay me a lot of money.
Well, good. I need one of those companies to work for.
Yeah, me too.
No, they pay me upwards of like $2,000 or $3,000 to make like 30 calls. Because because if I believe in your brand, I'm going to sell their brand. Hey guys, remember like 20 minutes ago, I told you guys how I could find out the medication that CVS gives you and your loved ones?
Was that you that called and said that?
Okay, so I'm very serious. I want to say it right now because when I say this to you, it's going to go viral.
Okay, say
And
it.
I'm going to hold on. What's that?
Well, didn't tell us.
Go ahead, because I'm gonna call CVS this morning. Go ahead.
No, but I want to be careful. Yeah, I want to say this. I'm going to share it on your show.
Okay.
It's so simple and stupid. Well, all right. So wait for it. So listen, so I'm going to be in your neighborhood next week. We're going to be doing some tree trimming.
No, sorry, it's already been done. This other guy called a few minutes ago. He's got a better deal than yours.
You're racist. Why?
We got him.
I had one, and I love doing this one, is when they call, and I just go, Danko homicide.
Yeah.
They say something like, Danko homicide. Yeah, let me ask you a quick question here. What was your relationship?
One time it said FBI and they hung up.
What was your relationship with the deceased here? Because your number keeps showing up on their phone.
Yeah, you got a what's name's trick.
Mhm.
That was one of the greatest. First time I heard that one was beautiful,
Wasn't it? Yeah.
He wouldn't
It
hang
works.
up. He couldn't get him to. He would not let him hang
He
up.
would not.
Wait,
Hold on, just a minute.
Yeah.
There's
There's some good ones out there.
There are some really good
There
ones
are.
out there. Well, I quite often will answer just very simple. Agency, can I help you?
Well, I do.
Stop.
And I legitimately, I get calls a lot, but during the day, when my phone rings and I don't know who it is, Carolina Equipment in Holland, can I help you? And then you get the silent. Well, I said, this is Carolina Equipment. You got something to haul? We'll haul it. If you got something to haul, other than that, I can't help you. I can't help you. And they'll usually hang up.
I got another one. I'm going to try.
Well, I did one time. I got a call.
Kidney's cremation service.
you know what?
Well, I
the
used
very
to do
next
the-
call we get, you should do that. Answer it that way.
I used
Let's
to,
see what they do.
Yeah, years ago I did the Smitty's more. You kill them, we'll chill them. I've done that over the years. No, you can kick me though. It's okay.
I've got-
Let's beat the table.
Like my mafia bags out front. To roll.
Oh, yeah,
to
they're
roll.
still there.
I know they were this morning.
Yeah.
Early.
I passed
They're skinny people.
a lawyer's house
They
that
are
I
now.
knew. He was separated from
Good
his wife,
proposition.
and it was a very volatile situation. It was an angry separation. And I went where he was living with his wife. It's on my way home, and I saw her car backed up to the side of the house, and she was digging in the ground. And I called a friend of mine and said, "Where is so and so at?" Because I was afraid she was digging a hole for him. But everything turned out to be fine. But hey,
Planted a tree, huh?
I didn't know. Well, it was all weird. I'm like going, "What's she doing?"
Where I lived in Wilmington, I lived on the street there. And then across this road, I lived in a neighborhood, but across the road that came to the neighborhood, a little trailer out there. I mean, it was kind of out of place, but it had been there for apparently a long time. And woman lived there, man lived there, and they had a kid. The kid apparently died.
Uh-huh.
And was buried, yada yada yada, and I didn't know them, so I didn't know anything about it. He quit showing up. Apparently he died. Her plan was she didn't want that to happen because she did not want a big old investigation going, yada yada yada, and she buried him underneath the trailer. Buried him underneath the trailer. Shallow grave, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then got scared and dug him up and took the body to where the graveyard was for the kid. Her intent was to dig the child up and bring the child back and bury both of them under the trailer, but she changed her mind and then she got caught. But she is on the unstable side of, she's not, her bubble is not really anywhere near the center on the level scale. You understand what I'm saying?
She's not plumb.
She ain't plumb
She
at
ain't
all.
plumb center, no.
She's plumb crazy, but she wasn't plumb.
Um,
But anyway, so that it was like weird.
Yeah.
I said, I'm glad I didn't have to process that. I go, oh, that wasn't my job.
We had
Dumb and Dumber.
a good incident. We hired a guy 2 weeks ago. I want to tell you, it's I haven't heard this in a long time. And he had done it all. He could do it all. So the first 20 minutes with me, I found out he hadn't. And I explained things to him. He got mad and all this stuff. But anyway, after
Bless his
he
heart.
cheated on his time sheet, he was padding time, so they fired him.
Oh,
And I haven't heard this done in a long time, but he jumped right up and looked at me. Well, you're firing me because I'm black. Well, there was a guy standing beside him, great big guy. And he looked at him and he said, well, what am I? White? I mean, and it went on and on and on. And I said, I looked at the guy, I said, it's been a long time since I heard that. And it's just amazing how some of these young people will keep reverting back to that now. And it's just amazing how people do it. And he could.
It is. I don't know where they get it, why they think this is the cool thing to be doing. They must have watched TV somewhere.
Had to be.
And that's just not the way it really works. Yes, there are racist individuals
Yes.
on both sides of the aisle, shall we say. We deal with them here. You dealt with one last week.
Yeah.
But I won't go any further than that.
Just an update, everyone. As you were listening Friday morning and heard me get a little excited because somebody stole $2,500 out of my checking
Oh, that's not
account.
the one I'm talking about.
I got it back yesterday. I went into it last night, and everything is fine now. The bank straightened it
Have
out.
you
I
checked
do
it
not
this
know
morning?
what happened. No, not yet. I do not know what happened, but I will be calling the fraud department today.
I want an update.
I'm thinking, Rayford, it had to be when I got gas. And I always check the gas pumps, run my fingers, look, everything before I put my card in. But somebody with a card reader could have been standing close by enough that they zapped me as I was putting my card in there or whatever. So
You really need to, even when I have had to go to the walk up at a teller machine.
yes,
Because
I don't do
sometimes
that.
the
right.
drive-through is not working.
Oh,
Use the one
true.
in front of the bank.
Yes.
So I get out. I'll walk over there. Of course, in front of the
Mhm.
bank, I can do what I need to do. I'm not inside the bank, if you understand what I'm saying, because I'm not going over there without my friends.
Right.
And so,
Yes.
anywho, if somebody walks up behind me, I will turn around. I said, could you back away, please?
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't have a problem doing that, none whatsoever.
Right, exactly.
You need to stand over there. Your car's over there. Why don't you go hang out over there for just a minute? And I've done that several times. I don't have a problem with that. I'm old and they think I'm senile or whatever. So they've always done it. They don't usually do it. They
Always got
always
to go
do it.
and back off.
Well, that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's
when you kind of like
No,
lift
it's
up
that,
your shirt.
no, it's not that. I had the 12 gauge strung over my shoulder. They backed away there.
What I usually do is I use the same if I'm going anywhere. I'm a planner. I'm not a spontaneous guy. I'm sorry, but if I'm going anywhere, I use the same ATM machine that I'm going to use when I leave out. I'm going to have cash. I get my gas and my fuel basically at the same place every time. I've got certain places on I-95. I got certain places in Wilmington. And that's been a habit of mine for years.
You get the one in Florence on 95?
Which one?
The one was
Speedway or
there's-
Buc-ee's?
I don't know. There's three of them there. One of them is usually
Still there.
good.
The
still have money.
Speedway at 170, I haven't used. I usually use the QT on the exit 190. That's a pretty secure place.
Well, there's one there that I used to be approached every time I was there, especially nighttime.
You sure 181?
I don't know. Which
Oh,
one it was.
181 used to be the world's worst. That
But anyway,
pilot.
hey, I'm over here and we don't have enough gas. We're going to Columbia.
Yeah.
Can I get, could you help me with some gas money?
That's
I said, no,
what I
ma'am,
want.
I don't have any. Well, could you help me fill up? No, ma'am.
Anyway, getting back.
Yep.
And then the other come-ons came on.
Getting back, I practice every type of security known that we've always discussed. Most people generally do when I'm using my ATM card, when I'm out in public. I practice everything that you can think to practice. I do not know that this happened while I was at the gas pumps, but that's the only thing I did that day. And it was on a day that the gas was 40 cents off a gallon. So it's extremely busy. When I got out, I looked around all my surroundings. There was people getting gas everywhere. There was a guy that pulled up in a small car on the other side. I kind of looked at him, but then I didn't think anything else. I'm not saying any of that happened. This could have been anything. I don't know yet. I got to talk to the
Probably
front.
wasn't because Robbie was there the same day.
Well,
No issue.
it doesn't.
I didn't
They
hear
don't sit
anybody
there and zap everybody as they
Yeah,
come.
but I
They
don't,
just
I don't
hit.
hear anybody else.
hit- Well, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I've been there.
So anyway, it does happen. I went and changed a lot of my passwords again because for the week prior, I was continuously getting texts and dings from Facebook, from TikTok, from Instagram.
You got
Did
way
you
too
try?
much stuff there.
Well, I'm going to cancel most everything but Facebook. Did you access your account? Are you trying to change your password? I have a 2-step
Yes.
authentication on all my stuff so that if anybody tries to do anything, I'm going to get a text first that says, this is your number, blah, blah, blah. And then you go, no, that's not me. Somebody else is trying to do it. So the hackers are busy right now.
They're very busy.
I don't know what happened. I'll try to find out from the fraud department today. But just be aware when you're out in, it's Charlie again. Just be aware when you're out in public. Be cautious. It could happen to anybody. Like I say, I try to be extremely, extremely careful. It happened to me. I don't know how or what yet, but be careful.
Good morning. You're live and local. This is General Lee's tree cutting service. Can I help you?
Hey guys, let me ask you a question. Is the gas per gallon in your communities, what is it, around $3.30 per
It's
gallon?
about
No.
$4 or
For an average about
It's
4 or 5.
down to $4 now. It was up to as much as $4.29, I think.
yeah.
There's a few.
I Googled it, yeah, so yeah, it said $3.40, yeah. Yeah, I think in LA, I don't have a car because I'm poor right now. I'm on a bicycle, so I think it's like $6.30 per gallon
Yeah.
in where I live.
Yeah, and everybody drives, so they make a lot of money there.
Charlie, do you know what California's tax is on gas?
No.
Okay.
The state tax, yeah.
Ours is 42 cents. And I guarantee
It's
you.
been as high as 50 something,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Yeah.
There's a fuel tax
I-
is 55
There's
on highway fuel.
there's no way that
Hey, can I ask
Josh
you
and I-
this? Are you guys following the mayoral race with the reality star Spencer?
Yeah, we
Pratt,
talked about that yesterday, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah, where were you?
Yeah, you remember?
This Karen, she's a very disturbed human being. I was researching her. It turns out that she's a big fan of Cuba, although she pronounces it Cuba. Evidently, she's visited Cuba many times in the past. I think she's a fan of this communist country, this culture. There's something very disturbed about this human being. I'm not sure how the deep dive you guys have done to this person. She's very stupid. There's something about, I really don't get it. I live in California, I don't get it. I'm surrounded by wealth. I have no wealth. I'm a peasant, but I'm surrounded by massive wealth within 10, 100 million, billionaires around me. These people, they vote for her. I don't get it. I'm missing something.
Because
And they're going to vote for her again.
she votes the way they want her to.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Does Andro County have homeless encampments everywhere? Do you guys have
Yes.
hundreds of?
No, we don't have hundreds of them. There are some encampments in the woods. Many of them are military or veterans. They're dropouts. They don't want to work. They have some psychological issues, and they just would rather be with people like-minded individuals. And then there are the other homeless that are truly really down on their luck type people. Yes, we have them, not like you've got them in LA.
Hold on. Did you say military people?
Yeah, retired or prior military, not retired.
So wait a minute. So do you agree that there should not be one military personnel homeless, regardless of their situation, regardless if they're alcoholics, regardless if they're drug addicts, regardless if they have mental conditions? Do you agree that everything should be done to house them, to take care of them?
I think that everything should be done to take care of everybody in this country that can be done. But you know what? You cannot force people to live the way that you want them to live. I will tell you that now. There will be people out there in the homeless camps. There are people in your homeless camps in downtown LA. You cannot force them to go live the way that you want them to live.
Can I suggest something that is so radical that you've never heard before?
Well, that'll be a first, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Take all the veterans, the people that have served this country, that are homeless, that have addictions, alcoholics, drug addicts, put them in a separate area. Separate them from the other people. Let them live their lives, as horrible as it may be. Put them in the separate fencing area. You know, they're going to live a horrible life. But let them do drugs. Let them suffer from alcoholism. Separate them from the other people. Anybody that steps forward when they're 18 or 19 or 20 or 21 or 22 years of age, and they basically join the United States Armed Service, they want them to die for you and I. And so they have serious psychological problems. That's fine. They're on the streets. Let's just separate them. Put the blacks, the whites, the Asians, the Muslims that want to serve this country, put them in a separate area.
Why don't you go? Why don't you go one day dressed down and go to a couple of homeless camps and sit down and chat with some of those individuals there? And see
I do.
let them talk to you. Don't talk to them.
Yeah.
Rayford, I live around homeless people within 2 blocks.
Yes.
I live next to a community within 2 blocks from me. There's all these hubs. There's like 50 or 60 these little tiny igloos next to me. No, when I see homeless people, when I ride my bicycle, I want to talk to them. I want to know their first name. I want to know where they came from. Sometimes I'm scared because I think they're going to attack me.
No.
Trust me, Rayford. No. I talk to them. I'm not someone that looks at them and says I'm better than them. But I do talk to them.
Charlie,
So the fact that you said that's kind of insulting.
No, it's not insulting. Here's the thing that I would suggest you do again. Let them talk to you. Just sit there.
No.
You don't even let me talk to you, Charlie. You interrupt everything, okay? Think about that for just a little bit. Go there and just open up a conversation. They're not going to talk for a while, and just wait for them. Try that sometime and see where you get.
So I apologize for cutting you off. Sometimes I am abrupt. I 100% when I see and when I interact with them, I want to listen to them. I want to hear their story. I make it about them. I want to know who they are, especially when I see homeless women. No, and I apologize. You kind of insulted me when you just said that. So I need to maybe rethink my calls to you. I have massive empathy for these people that are living on the streets. They're literally within 2 blocks from me. I have a home where I live in. I'm safe. There's a wall around my property. These people, they're exposed. Either they're alcohol, they're drug addicts. They're going to be beaten up. They may be killed. No, I have massive empathy for them. And I do I talk to them. So when you say that to me, yeah, it's kind of offensive. But I'll think about it.
I don't know what was offensive about it. All I said to you was that you need to listen to them.
I do. I absolutely do.
Okay. Well, good. Call me sometime and listen. And I want you to tell me pick one person that you've had a conversation with and tell me their story. Do that on another.
Okay, can I tell you right now?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You can do it in
I met
60
a
seconds.
homeless
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll tell you within 30 seconds. There was a homeless woman, and she was at a local grocery store called Vons. It's a chain, and she was probably, I walked outside the store, she was maybe 50 or 60 years old, but very attractive, but she was homeless, she was begging for money. And I asked her, I said, what is your life situation? I said, I'm just curious who you are. And she said she had a couple kids. She said she's been on drugs for the last 20 or 30 years. And I listened to her, and I asked her what her name was. And I said, where do you normally hang out at? She told me where she hangs out at. And I talked to her, and I said, if I see you around, I'm going to say hello to you. That's it. By the way, guys, I'm going to call you guys back again. Remember how I called in earlier and I could tell you what drugs you've been prescribed from CVS?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wait for it. I think I'm going to share this with you guys. I guarantee you when I share it with you, it's probably going to go viral. It's disturbing. I know for a fact that I can tell you every drug that CVS has given you and your loved ones.
Okay.
All right. So that's it. By the way, you kind of hurt me by saying that to me. So so I'm going to think about our conversations.
Okay. Do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, well,
What did I say that was hurtful or intended to be hurtful?
that he
The
cuts
truth?
you off. Yeah.
Okay. The truth.
Well, moving on.
Moving on, 910-333-0139. Give us a holler after the weather.
What do y'all
Chris?
think about that?
Chris,
I'd like to know what y'all think about
tell
that.
Kathy, mark down June 30th. We're taking a trip to New Bern. James Comey is supposed to now. It's moved to New Bern. We're going to go sit on the steps of the courthouse.
It's getting closer.
It's getting closer, Chris. Tell Stephanie to bag up.
Okay.
Kathy, AK Stephanie, get the lunches ready. We're taking a field trip to the courthouse.
You
in
do
New Bern.
realize you need to leave all 1084s at home, right?
Oh well, I know better.
My problem is I'd have to go search my stuff to be sure I don't have something in there.
Well, okay, getting back
Maybe
on
he'll let us go.
track.
Maybe he'll let us stop at his beach house.
Real quick, our friend Chris wanted us to give Kyle a shout out today. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Kyle.
Kyle,
Happy birthday,
Yes.
Kyle.
it's your
Happy
birthday.
Happy
It's your birthday, boy.
It's
It's
your
your
birthday.
birthday,
It's your
Kyle.
birthday.
Do that again.
We're good. We're moving
Go
on.
back
to
and play. Yeah, play back.
We can do weather.
I get so distracted and off course when Charlie calls. I'm just like, wait a minute, what day is it?
Yeah, how's it? If you fence them all in, how you gonna get the drugs to them? We're gonna have to pay for
Yeah.
them. There you go.
Same way you get them into the prisons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. The offshore waters. After 60 nautical miles today, northeasterly winds 20 to 25 knots, diminishing 15 to 20 this afternoon. Gust of 30, seas running 6 to 9 feet. I think my buddy David, at least he's going to stay in the river today. He's got a charter. Maybe he's out there listening. Go catch him. You catch them, I'll clean them and eat them. Wednesday, southeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet. Thursday, westerly winds 15 to 20. Do I need to slow down for
No,
you?
you're fine. I just thought, oh, weather. Okay.
Westerly winds 15 to 20 on Thursday, becoming northwesterly 10 to 15 in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Showers with a chance of thunderstorms in the morning. Then a chance of showers without the thunder in the afternoon.
Okay. Today, fabulous Tuesday. Mostly cloudy with a high near 73. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 52. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 77. Wednesday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low around 60. And Thursday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms early in the morning, mostly sunny with a high near 75.
Well, right now, we're only 2 degrees
that
away
good?
from the high projected for today. It's now 50 degrees at the studio.
What? I take credit cards.
Is it going to be hail during the storm? Rain?
I don't know, but I sure hope it doesn't damage my roof.
Well, you need to put a hail. You need to put a hail umbrella up
My
there.
boo-hi. My
My
boo-hi's calling.
boo-hi.
Hey.
Long time no hear.
Yay, good morning.
My boo-hi.
My boo-hi's tree cutting service.
Finally,
Can I help
somebody
you?
with sense.
Where'd he go?
He's still ringing in.
Calling of the other line.
Okay.
There he is.
My boo-hi.
My
You there?
boo-hi. It's tree cutting
Good
service.
morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. I just heard the wonderful weather woman there give the temperature.
General
Take credit.
Lee.
I needed money.
General Lee's weather lady.
I need money.
So it got me thinking, like, if it's that cold or if it gets, like, really hot, you should definitely get a sweater or a T-shirt from a Boo-Hi
From a
Design
Boo-Hi.
Company. You know,
I will be
Definitely.
by.
You've got all sorts of possibilities with that.
I will
one.
be by, if not this week, next week, because I need you to do something for us for an event we have coming up in Swansboro soon.
Swansboro.
oh, you got
Swansboro.
it.
Yes, I have to go see my boy.
Yeah, we
Okay.
were blessed enough to pick up the Wounded Warrior program, so we just
Oh,
we're doing some
wonderful.
stuff for them right now. But
That is nice.
absolutely,
Very nice. Okay.
who's the guest over there? I see somebody in a chair.
Oh, he's more of a rebel rousing, normal, drops by when his donkeys allow him.
Yeah.
This is the donkey man, also known as Timmy.
I raised Democrats.
Oh, hey Timmy, nice
Hey.
to meet you.
Nice to meet
My
you.
name's Jesse. I'm the owner of Mabuhay Design Company here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I've
North
listened to
Carolina.
you before.
And if your donkeys get cold, we can get them a T-shirt. I'm telling you what.
This guy.
I do need to get up with you. I like to get
We need a blanket called with the name Chuck on it.
Yeah, I do have some shirts. I'd like to get something put on it. And I have talked to Lee about it before, but I got some shirts. I want to put my farm name on it.
Your farm
Oh,
name?
nice.
TLC Farm, and
Tender loving care.
Tender loving care. I have been called. It has been
Really?
called that. Yeah, it's been called that. I had a veterinarian did that. I had about 8 horses that needed care real bad, and one time they went in there and said, "Well, listen, we'll just call this TLC Farm." I said, "Yeah, it's." And in fact, the neighborhood calls my driveway Mame Lane because everything was limping at one time. That was many years ago. But yeah, it's been called TLC Farm since 96. 1896. Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
Yeah.
That's a good bit of time.
But yeah, I do want to get up with you and get some shirts fixed.
So what's on your name?
Well,
What's on your
yeah.
What's on your name? What's on your mind?
Well, nothing. I just heard the weather and it got me going. I was like, ooh, I had the first sip of coffee and I was like, let's do this.
And you
I'm
cold
sitting right
weather. You're
beside
thinking
of
of
it, too.
t-shirt. You cold weather. You're thinking of t-shirts.
That's right. You know, a couple more
All
sips
right,
and I'll call
Rayford.
back and we'll talk in checkers or something.
Yeah, I got the visual on it too. So, you know, I'm really got hyped up.
Can I give you something to put on that t-shirt?
Yeah,
Has to do.
absolutely.
It has to do with weather.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
You know what CWI means? I'm not going to tell you, but
Cold with.
I will tell you later.
Is that a Google situation?
Well, let me.
No, yeah, I doubt it. You probably won't get it on Google either. I think I made it up.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
okay.
Well, yeah.
What else
Y'all
is
have
going
a
on?
good day. I'll call back after
too.
a few more sips and have a good one.
All right,
Thank you so much.
That's it.
I want to help.
You know, I have to say real quick,
Yeah.
Chris, I'm sorry.
No.
Mabuhay,
Mhm.
it's always a pleasure when he calls.
He's just
me.
so happy
He just
all the time.
tickles me
Yep.
how he always turns it into advertising for his business.
Yeah.
It is so genius.
is a genius.
It's great.
Yes, I really do like him. And
I
I,
love
am
it
going to
every
go
time
see
he
him.
calls.
Jimmy does the
We
same
need
thing, but it's all
something
about
for us.
jackasses, you know. But I think he's talking about Democrats and he's talking about the four-legged ones.
I'm sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to help. Thomas made a comment on our page
Right.
about New York postponing 4th of July celebrations.
What?
So, so what they're doing, Thomas, they're cutting back on some of it because of FIFA, which is the soccer tournament that's coming to the United States. And so they're cutting back on some of the areas that people are going to be allowed to go to, like Times Square is going to be limited to certain people because of this
you
World
don't know,
Cup.
you just don't know who's coming with them.
Yeah.
There are,
Yeah.
unfortunately, Thomas, and some of you folks out there, and we used to get kind of briefings on stuff, you know,
Mhm.
when you had big events coming in from another country where just pretty much anybody that's associated with a team
Yeah.
or a dance group. How many times have you seen Russian ballet
Yeah.
ballerinas disappear into the countryside? For they just wanted to get away from Russia, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But there are others that did things that we don't know who they really are. We don't have any screenings on them. We don't know who's coming. They got handlers. They got field jockeys. They got all sorts of people working for the sporting teams. We don't know who they are. There's no way, if you were going to be a bad guy in another country, that would be the easy way to get here. Okay.
It would. And, speaking of FIFA for you soccer fans, and I know there's a ton of them around, interesting that in the beginning rounds, tickets are going for $1,000
I got some I'll sell
in Los Angeles.
as soon as I can print them up.
If you want to go to the championship rounds, take a guess what tickets are averaging.
Oh, probably 25 grand or something stupid.
Keep going.
Oh, Lord.
No.
$1 million.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Nobody going to show up.
No.
I'll go.
No. There's
I'm gonna do
people.
a GoFundMe.
Well,
They interviewed a couple that goes to all these World Cups, and they'll go to other countries to see it. They said they will not go to Los Angeles to watch this at those prices.
No.
They'll watch it on TV.
Yeah,
It's absolutely ridiculous.
well, good.
It's-
I hope nobody shows up. That'll teach you.
That'll teach you, darn it.
That'll learn you.
I'm tired of this. Tired of the monopoly. $1 million.
There'll be people that'll pay it. There's people that'll pay that for Final Four of tickets.
Oh, yeah. You see what some people pay for the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
And like WWE, I've been to WWE events, and I will tell you, I paid like $100 a ticket to sit in the nosebleed section, to sit up close to the
Couldn't even see
ring.
the blood that
It's
they
like
didn't do, right?
$500 to $1,000, and that was back then. I mean, I just
They carry little packets of blood, the Hollywood type blood.
Yeah.
does anybody know
Yes.
who won American Idol last night? I fell asleep.
Who cares?
I care.
Okay, well then check. You can Google it.
Somebody, no, I
like
want
everybody else.
somebody
Google
to
it.
message us.
I was watching
And tell me.
Gunsmoke, so I didn't.
Actually,
Who
I
won?
was like, out.
Matt Dillon did not draw the fastest at the
Right.
beginning of that.
Let me see.
show. You
Let me
know
see
that,
who's
right?
going to be first to tell me.
Festus won last night.
But he got the first shot that was.
What did you
scored.
say?
yeah.
It ain't necessarily the fastest one. It's where the
No,
bullet goes.
accurate.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, I'll
that's
tell you
always
what,
said.
there was some great talent. Great talent.
Wider have had a lot of that.
And, these kids, these young people, these adults, they can just, I'm ignoring
Gotta-
them. They
gotta-
can just bypass the
Carried the butt
whole,
line
No.
special.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
they can just bypass the whole system of, like how a lot of our famous singers got started. And look at Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson.
Who?
Kelly
yeah,
Clarkson.
Yeah, you've got to be in music.
Well, I didn't watch it. I don't watch reality
I
shows.
watched
but
it from
she
the
was,
very first day.
She won
The
America's
very
Got
first
Talent.
American Idol.
Idol. Talent
Kelly
Idol.
Clarkson. She's one of the. Her and Carrie Underwood are one of the two of the highest grossing music artists today.
Well,
Very
And now
aggressive.
she has a talk show.
yeah, I
yeah.
think she's leaving that soon.
And Scotty McCreery.
She was married, and Scotty McCreery,
and
yes,
he backed
from
off.
North Carolina.
The cool thing about him, he backed off and finished his college degree,
Mhm.
and then went back into.
I hope he took some business management to deal with the money
he
that he
did.
made, because
He's a good guy.
so many
He's-
people who do that, they end up penniless
Yeah.
when they're 50.
Well, one thing I want to say about all three of them, they have stayed true to themselves. And they have stayed committed to what they do. And they
haven't
appear
made
to be
National
very
Enquirer
Christian people. And,
or TMZ.
no.
Scott, he was one of my favorite. I didn't watch him, but when he won,
Oh, he was wonderful.
They really did a big write up on him,
Yes, he was.
and he was
Gardner, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was really, really doing well, and he said he was going to stop, finish his college degree, and then you didn't hear about him for a couple of
Right.
years, and all of a sudden he was back, and I commended him for that.
Yes. I mean, I
I
think,
really did.
think he's
a smart
really-
guy.
Anybody?
Well-
Who cares about
You know,
Huh?
stupid
Tom.
people. What do we got?
No, I just looked up there and saw Tom. He said, "Who cares about soccer?" What? I have to
Huh.
refresh here.
Stupid people with guns make news all the time. We know about that, right? The vast majority of gun owners, though, are literally the silent majority. If you find 1,000 people with the guns and they do something bad, there are more guns in this country owned by the private population than there are people in this country.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people got a lot of guns,
Mhm.
more guns. those guns don't go off and hurt anybody. It's that very few small number. They're the ones who make the news. They're the only people who make news. There's a small majority, right? Small minority. A teenage girl was killed. 4 others injured after a shooting near a public park in Tennessee Friday night. Did you read about that one?
Yes, I did.
Brownsville police officers responded, said there was a disturbance call from the park. The teens had gathered at the park shortly before a prom event at their high school.
Yeah.
Gunfire. 5 people with gunshot wounds taken to the hospital. 1, a teenage victim, female, died from her injuries. The Haywood County School Superintendent identified the teen as Satura Hayes. Police and Tennessee Bureau of Investigation agents are still working to determine what led up to the shooting. At this time, there is no word on potential suspects or a possible motive. As of yesterday, no one had been arrested. And to me, with that number of people around, with five people getting shot, somebody's not coming forth. That boggles the mind. I've seen it in Wilmington. They bloody well know someone knows who did it. Probably half the people in that crowd know who the shooter is, but they're not saying.
Well, along those lines, last night, Cambridge, Massachusetts, it's gunman is just walking down a highway road, and is shooting people, shooting them in cars. 2 were critically injured. They got
people with guns.
They got the guy.
Ridiculous.
But, I mean, this is seriously just walking.
Right.
Yeah.
You remember when doctors called in Wednesday and we brought that up? Prom night. What do you want to tell your teenagers to be
Wear a
careful?
bulletproof vest.
And then that happened this
Body
weekend.
armor is
And when
the
I
first thing.
heard about that, that's the very first thing I thought of was, oh Lord, we were just talking about that. Just talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame that these young teenagers can't go to the prom or an event after the prom. Don't know all the full details yet, but
Nope.
it's just a shame.
It's before the prom. This
Right.
happened before the prom.
Right.
Happened before they were even at the prom.
I know. That's what
Why
I'm
did
saying.
they
All
even
dressed
gather
up.
somewhere together?
A lot of them get together for dinner and,
Yeah.
for a little,
In a park?
they could have been a little pre-fun. I don't know. The whole thing is weird,
They'll
Rayford,
get
but
together and take pictures of each other before they go to the prom.
Why do you want it then? Take them away at the prom.
I think. Well,
I don't get that.
my granddaughter had some taken at the house,
yes.
Yeah.
which is normal. Which
Yes.
I mean,
that's
I did
the
that.
normal way to do.
Yeah.
Especially when granddaddy and grandmama get involved. And
Yeah.
mom and daddy.
Yeah.
We can't.
I don't know about going to a park to have pictures taken.
With a crowd of other prom goers.
look, I wouldn't go any day to a park to have pictures taken. There's too many people with pew-pews out that are crazy.
Too many people with what?
Pew-pews. You can't say the G
Gun.
word anymore you
Oh,
can't say it on
sorry.
YouTube
Can't
anymore.
even stick your finger out in it.
Gion.
Your thumb standing it.
Oh,
I didn't.
the
know
ununs.
Yeah.
Ununs.
You can't say that word on YouTube anymore.
Well, you can
will
say
get-
every other word on YouTube. Every other word.
exactly the Tuesday word, the F word, the but now when it
Well, they
comes
do it in
to
Congress.
Yeah.
when it comes to being unalived, that word for unalived, when it comes to using the word that pertains to a weapon, there's keywords now that you are flagged for on YouTube.
Got a lead spitting
lie.
device.
So I call it a pew pew. Pew,
Just a
pew.
lead spitting device.
That's
Well,
My lead spitter is better than your lead spitter.
Barney had lots of names. Roscoe, Heater.
Yeah. There are a bunch of names. I get this message here now. It just pops up, right?
Yeah.
Explore your passions.
mm.
Don't get him started.
Maybe I should read that one.
Should I continue?
Don't get
Sure.
him started.
No, please go
Explore your
ahead.
passions
Explore your passions.
Fishing.
with a Windows PC made for you.
I got me all
Guided
worked
by-
up for Windows.
Guided by helpful tips on specs and features you find that might fit you. Remind me later or start your search.
That's called an attention getter, and you're
Click here. Explore your passions by peeping in a window, one that's made just for you. Your height, it'll hold you up, not a problem. They won't be able to see you, but we can see you. And you will be guided by helpful tips on the specs and features to fit your needs.
I'm just glad
Click here.
I'm just glad I got up in the morning.
Click here. Just click
keep
here.
you and her weather.
Click here.
But Blue Eye's going to be going back.
I don't have a way to click out of this. It says, remind me later or start your search. What is the one that says no way in holy hell?
Remind me later.
Remind me
Let's start a search.
We talked about the time that Roy Cooper opened the prison's gates and released 3,500
Roy.
inmates as he was
Yeah,
ending his
Roy.
second term as North Carolina's governor. Turns out that 560 of those inmates have been rearrested for new crimes they've committed since they were turned loose. Cooper says the claims are nothing but lies. His campaign saying Cooper actually fought the courts to prevent those releases. Bear with me. I've got more to say, so much more that both Democrats and Republicans are going to be leaving happy and ticked off at the same time. They will both be confused. So will I. I'll do everything I can to help them along. Among those released was Tyrell Brace, who was later charged with first-degree murder in the killing of young father Elante Thompson in Charlotte. Brace was previously in prison. He pleaded guilty to assault by strangulation and assault inflicting serious injury, and also had felony larceny and breaking and entering convictions. North Carolina Department of Public Safety adult correction records, that's what the prison department is called, indicate Brace was released months earlier than originally scheduled. Another released inmate, Darren Owens, went on to be sentenced in federal court to 10 years in prison for possession of a gun by a convicted felon stemming from a drive-by shooting months after his release that left one victim with gunshot wounds. Owens was released a month before he was supposed to get out. Here are some facts. The mass release stemmed from a 2020 lawsuit filed by the North Carolina NAACP, the ACLU, and some other groups, which argued that crowded prison conditions during the COVID pandemic put inmates at unconstitutional risk. The plaintiffs initially, not if they didn't have anybody else coming in. They were in a protected zone. They were in a safe zone. They should have been. The plaintiffs initially pushed for the release of thousands more inmates and were actually turned loose, but the state ultimately settled the case in early 2021, agreeing to reduce the prison population through expanded early releases, parole reviews, and other measures, and that resulted in about 3,500 being cut loose. In order to save convicted felons, the state agreed to release 3,500 of them onto our streets to save them. I'm not sure that was a good exchange. Cooper's administration emphasized at the time that the releases would focus on non-violent offenders, like those convicted of murder and manslaughter, whatever. I think that should have been a good idea, right? I think we all know how well it worked out. Court records show some inmates released during the period had extensive felony histories, including crimes involving assault, sexual offenses, kidnapping, and offenses against children. Not sure who the state put in charge of deciding who would be released. That's the person that needs to be brought to the judge. Besides Brace and Owens, another individual released was Jimmy Spate. He was convicted of indecent liberty with a child and failure to register as a sex offender, released just under 9 months early. In 2023, he was sentenced to more than 32 years in prison for second-degree murder. Keyshawn Norrell, who was serving a sentence after being convicted of manslaughter, he killed somebody, was released and has since been resentenced to prison, life in prison for first-degree murder since he got released. Michael Watley is running as a Republican against Cooper. His campaign spokesperson, DJ Griffin, said that what he called Cooper's dangerous decision to release thousands of convicted felons during COVID has resulted in the deaths of 19 North Carolinians. I don't know whether 19 is true or not, but there have been a lot of people killed by those individuals who were released. Cooper's team says the state's agreement paralleled President Trump's criteria for releasing thousands of federal prisoners during COVID. Why is everything compared to or blamed on Trump? He is not the Democrats' friend. Why do they constantly compare what they do to what he did?
Because that's the only thing they have right now.
No, but they're comparing them. Well, he did it, so I could do it too. No, he did it, and you don't like him. Well, she killed Timmy, so I should be able to kill Timmy too.
Yeah, that's part
No,
of
that's just not the way things work. One notorious name keeps popping up in connection with Cooper, DeCarlos Brown. Charged with the gruesome murder of a Ukrainian legal immigrant, was released from prison on parole after serving 5 years and 7 months of a minimum 6 year and 1 month sentence. That same sentence had him supposed to be for a maximum of 8 years and 4 months for armed robbery. His parole ended a year after he was released. So he wasn't part of the 3,500. He came up separately. So again, let's look at the parole system. He was paroled 6 months early on an armed robbery conviction. Not that unusual, apparently. But looking at his record, he had additional unrelated charges, and their sentences ordered to be served concurrently. That means at the same time with the armed robbery conviction. Felony breaking and entering and felony larceny. That would have carried more time. Now, that one is on the judge, and he or the prosecuting attorney and any deals made with the defense attorneys. That's on them. Again, what real purpose does a parole board serve? Why do we have a parole board there? To upstage the judicial system, to circumvent the laws, to decide that those people know better than the jury that tried these individuals and the judge that sentenced them and the prosecutors that prosecuted them. Why is there a parole board after everything else? Appeals process, everything else, but the parole board can overrule everybody.
I don't know who they are, but I know how they're picked. And that would have been Cooper in his time as governor
Absolutely.
would have picked those people to do it, whether they had any kind of law background, medical background, psychological background, whatever.
Wow.
Chances are more questions were asked of the jurors that show up for
More
court
likely,
cases because it doesn't matter. Nobody picks them except by system. Looking at the 3,500 cases in question so far, 566 of the 3,500, that's a fairly high percentage of those released during COVID have been rearrested, with several being charged with killing other people. So those who arrest during COVID to save their butts from getting COVID, a bunch of them have been charged and convicted of killing other people. If our prison system is kept, that keeps those who were sentenced to prison terms until they finish their sentences, they would not be on the streets committing other crimes, hurting other people, stealing stuff, which all results in extensive dollars spent for investigations, prosecutions, trials, and re-entering them into the prison system. Those costs are in addition to the money that insurance companies pay out for physical damages, dollars they'll get back when they raise their rates for all of us. It doesn't include the cost of medical costs, the burial costs, and income losses to families and victims of those scums that the parole boards turn loose on society. Is your social experiment worth the cost? My vote is no way. This is a social parole system is nothing but a social experiment gone bad.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to prove to me otherwise.
Well, what are they made up about? Normally 3 people?
3, 4,
Three or four. And the
Five.
jury is made up
12
of
minimum,
12.
plus 1 or 2 alternates.
Yeah.
They have to sit through the whole trial.
Well, all I can say is my opinion that Governor Cooper, in my time, is the second sorriest governor we've ever had.
Who's the first?
In my time, Bev Perdue.
They're pretty much on an even level. One's just got different.
I knew.
Let me ask you, was it because she was a woman?
No.
Or do you have something specific?
My opinion is because she was stupid. And
That's-
I'm going to
there
give you
go.
the example. We had the hurricane.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. We came up and they were putting all the debris out there by New River. And she came in and full press conference, all this stuff, and they told her where they were putting the debris. She said, "You mean to tell me it's floating all the way up there to my home in New Bern?" And I just looked at her.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
And I said,
And it went right by that boat wreck
Yeah.
there in the Neuse River where your son was involved and you went down and got him out of
Exactly.
trouble with the Wildlife Commission.
Yep.
Oh, do we need to just go on this
Because it was a death involved. Something else.
and another
Y'all
thing,
just ain't know why.
while she was
here, no.
while she was governor, she had a facelift.
It didn't work.
No, because when she came on TV and she had her hooker red lipstick on and all that, and I looked at her, and she would have passed for the Joker's twin sister.
Oh
Really?
my God, the Joker.
The way she had, I said, "Oh my God!" But she reminded me of Joyce Myers after she had her facelift, where all her little lips moved a little bit, and she had line going across here, and I went, "Oh my God!" And this is the governor of the state of North
Do
Carolina.
that again, Rayford.
Yeah, she was talking like this. Yes, and
It's because that Botox is tight.
it was Botox and a scaffold. Because it was, you could tell it.
What's that
It all
hemorrhoid
got
medicine?
pulled back here. Huh?
Just get that
Preparation.
Preparation.
Yeah,
Just
preparation
get some
eggs,
preparation
and-
eggs
or
into it.
get or go to a persimmon tree or alum
Green
tree.
one.
Alum, get some alum and put on there.
Oh.
It's just like Jerry Clower said, get a persimmon juice and alum and rub it on your head. So will it grow hair? No, but it'll put your sideburns on top of your head. But yeah, but I was not a Governor Cooper fan at all. And when he come through with his hurricane deal, and he
He
was
was
talking,
slack.
he was sorry.
You know, when
Yes.
Pat McCrory was governor, I mean, a month before they even named it a hurricane and even said it was coming to North Carolina, he was getting ready.
Yeah.
He was putting the state in preparation.
He was one of my favorite
He went to the
guys.
mountains and hid,
He was doing,
kind of like you did.
I mean,
How'd that work out for you?
the bathroom bill ruined him. But the thing about Pat, he wanted to get rid of state income tax. He was really adamant. He wanted a state sales tax.
Democrats
get
are
rid
not
of-
going to
and
allow
they were
that.
not going to allow it. And he even said we could bring the state income tax, the sales tax up to 11%.
love me some Pat.
And then abolish the income tax. 5 other states are doing that, and they're doing very well. So why couldn't we do it? But no, you're right. The Democrat,
They
no,
don't want that.
Well, same reason that there's other states that have frozen the gas tax
Yeah.
at this time, and we're not going to.
No.
Nope.
Not gonna.
I don't know why, because they don't use it for roads like they should anyway. Don't get me started on
They got
roads.
too many electric vehicles. They're not paying any
Yeah.
gas
These
tax.
roads. And you know, I was hoping and praying for the last 3-4 days as I'm going home. 17 in Gum Branch, right there. They've got the right lane closed. And I'm like, oh, are they remarking it? And hopefully they will do Bill Fork in 17 and remark all that. Because, you know, I started talking about it, 3 years ago?
Mhm.
Still not marked. Still faded.
Let's go one night.
You can't see it.
Let's go out one
Yeah,
night with
paint
some
it.
paint and paint it. Well, I want to paint
I
it
thought
red.
about
We can
that.
paint the hooker
A
red. What do you
glow
think?
red, so it glows in the
International
dark.
orange or red.
We need a glow red.
Can we do that?
I just,
Is there anything illegal about that?
Just shut
Only
down
if
the
you
border.
get caught. Only if you get caught, Rayford.
It wasn't me. I've got witnesses.
We're wearing ninja
3 of them
suits.
are right here.
Wear our ninja suits and borrow Robin's truck.
Huh?
So when the truck is seen on video cam,
Oh, it's Robin.
it's going to come back to Robin.
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah, he'll
Are
appreciate
you
that.
listening, Robin?
Let me get something on a pleasant note, sort of, and that is honoring our veterans who have gone to heaven.
Yes.
Wreaths Across America.
We off and running again?
We're off and running again. $17, a live balsam wreath. We're gonna
No increases.
No increases.
That's good.
No.
How do they do that?
Thank you,
The
Jesus.
Merrills have their farm up there, and they're going to. They make it happen with a lot of
That's
volunteers.
just amazing that they can do
And-
that and
well-
still no increase in it. And I mean, if they turned it over to Wally World or whatever, it'd be $45
Yeah.
by now, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
I'm just saying.
Well, it's that, and it's people. Tim will appreciate this. The truckers, the 18-wheelers, they volunteer themselves,
Mhm.
their time, their gas, and everything to deliver them to the cemeteries. And then we jump up on the truck, we unload them, and they're off to make their delivery to the next cemetery. But the two that our group and Live and Local Real Talk is part of it, is once again doing Onslow Memorial Park Cemetery, where last year we had Senator Lazara and County Commissioner Tim Foster out there for the ceremonies.
And this year I will fix the PA system for them before
They
it
got-
happens. If I have to bring my own.
and Rayford was out there to help try to get it working, the PA system, but it was still a beautiful event. And so December 19th, I believe, is the Saturday that we're going to lay the wreaths down. But in the meantime,
Nice.
we're already starting to try to get
We need to
the
get those.
orders.
Sorry, now, $17 for a wreath. You can place the order now. You can do it. You can do it. You don't have to do your whole order. You can do one this month. You can do one next month. You can do one the
All
next
these
month. By the
pictures.
time December gets here, by the time Thanksgiving gets here, you will have contributed a bunch of wreaths.
Mhm.
And if all of us did the same thing, guess what? $17. What are you going to miss for that? 2 hamburgers and 2 Cokes at McDonald's.
Well, you mentioned that Chris Bird, who comes in sometimes and is a big fan of ours. She donates probably once or twice a month.
A little bit here and a little bit there makes a lot of difference.
Yes, and at Onslow, the other one obviously is the Coastal Carolina State Veterans Cemetery.
Mhm.
We're helping them to reach the goal over there.
We got to fill up that park.
Yeah, and
Fill them up.
what was it?
What
Was
left
great
over?
last year, first time ever an event at Onslow Memorial Park,
Huh.
and you were there. And it, beautiful ceremony, and we had 2/3 of the park veterans covered.
Yeah.
This year, we'd like to have them all covered, which is about 1,500 to almost
Which was
1,600.
amazing. Got that much the
Yeah.
first year.
Yeah,
I was just showing you a picture. That was Congressman Murphy laying a wreath on my dad's grave.
oh wow.
I had I asked him to do it one year.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
It's nice.
program, and I know that we concentrate on the wounded warriors. I believe in that program, Hope for the Warriors.
Mhm.
Kathy and I
All of
belong
the
to
above.
that. Yeah, but what's sad is I think we forget about those who fought in the Korean War, World War II, World War One, the Vietnam War, Afghanistan, just all of them, and they gave the ultimate sacrifice.
There are a lot of unnamed wars and situations out there that
Yeah.
we've been involved in. Our guys have been involved in. And we've lost people.
So if anyone has any questions, you can find it on Wreaths Across America page, Wreaths Honoring Our Fallen Veterans. Look for that on your Facebook page, and you can do it there. And if you need help, just
Yeah.
IM me.
Put
Thank
that
you, Tim.
in the kitty.
Thank
I
you.
thought I had more.
Yeah.
No. That's look.
But I'll give some more later.
No,
They all
we
add up.
appreciate
It all
it.
adds up.
It all adds up, and we're going to be doing some fundraisers coming up, and we're looking at possibly doing something on Memorial Day itself. I know we're going to put flags out at the veterans
Wow.
plots, but
Trying to think. What time?
we haven't.
There's so
gotten that-
many ceremonies
Yeah,
like that.
I know. That's the hard part.
Yeah, there's so many because we got Swansboro in the morning. Then after that, we have Onslow counties.
You're talking about for Memorial Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Which
of course,
is the last Monday in the month.
yep.
Right,
And
because I'll be at the one at Swansboro. Then from there, I'll go to the one for Onslow, representing.
is that at the Coastal Carolina State Veterans or at Onslow Memorial Park?
Wherever Onslow, the Marine Corps League, the whatever the military or the veterans organizations, wherever
We
it's
don't know
going
where
to
it
be.
is. I don't know where
I
it is.
have
I
to
don't-
ask.
Well,
I think I've already
a
posted.
lot of people didn't realize that before Coastal Carolina State Veterans Cemetery was ever created, Onslow Memorial Park was where the veterans were buried.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't until
And even after it was
Yeah.
created, a lot of folks who
they still
are
are.
veterans chose that.
Our good friend and former city manager, Ken Hagan, God rest his soul. He served in the military. And so I think it's getting the word out to people that don't realize what Reach Across America is all about. And maybe we can get them on the program again. They called in. But it's a wonderful program.
It's great.
I think I posted that on our page. So while you're chatting, I'll go look.
She can't remember everything.
I've had so many posts lately for
It's-
veterans
it's-
organizations, et cetera, that I've been
It's all
posting.
that cold weather.
No, wait a minute.
And
Blue-eye.
it's
She needs
And CWI is a commercial welding institute.
I don't think that's not yours. That's not what you were doing.
Not at all.
I didn't think so. I
Okay.
just wanted to clarify.
We've got the Veterans Job Fair, and we've got, oh, here we go, right here, Armed Forces Week.
Carolina Weather Nation
And that
Incorporated.
is Mission Barbecue is doing that, and that's on our page. And that is on Monday, which is already passed. Tuesday today. Tuesday, May 20th, which is what it is.
Oh, kind of
Wednesday is Navy, Armed Force, and Space Force. You could dress up in your spacesuit, Rayford, and your Star Trek,
tin hats.
you know, and put some aluminum foil. Yeah, you say, oh, no, here's your day. Friday's Coast Guard. But you get a free sandwich.
We get to rescue all of the
And then
Coast
Memorial
Guard sandwiches
Day.
are going to be soggy. I'm going to tell you that. They're going to taste salty and soggy.
And then here I've got Memorial Day
Bread
luncheon.
on a Coast Guard boat just soaks up a lot.
Join Dixon High School, the DECA, and the DAVA at the
The DECA.
Disabled American Veterans Hall to honor Memorial Day, and that's May 25th, 12:30 to 3. So that's a luncheon. And as I get this information, I have been. Oh, Swansboro's is May 25th at 8:30 a.m. at the Bicentennial Park. And I know somewhere I haven't. I'll find Oslo's.
Tomorrow in New Bern, 11 o'clock, y'all, from 11 until 6:30. You can pick up a weather radio at the Down East Ace Hardware. They've got them on sale there, and they are on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Y'all look it up. This is the WCTI, part of their Weather Radio Wednesday month, and they're going to be at the New Bern Down East Ace Hardware tomorrow, beginning at 11. Ham radio operators from the Onslow Amateur Radio Club going to slide on over there, and they're going to be programming those radios for you to make sure that you are on the right channels. The National Weather Service has got a number of channels. That's number one. But number two, you don't want to have yours programmed for every county in North Carolina. If you do, you're going to be busy. You will never sleep because there's always some kind of weather somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like it? Just wait a minute. It'll change. So that's going to be tomorrow at 11 o'clock, beginning at 11, all the way through 6:30-ish at the New Bern Down East Ace Hardware Store. Bring your own radios if you got them. If they're old, you best well buy a new one because they're worn out by now.
And that is on Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Yowzer. Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Yes.
Okay. Goodbye. No, I'm just
All
kidding.
right.
All right, coming up tomorrow, we've got Dr. Rose. We're going to be coming up with some
What?
kind of weird.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just saw it an email. It's time to renew my license plate. That's another $400.
Mine's 370.
What in the world?
I got to do
You
that.
need to beat your car up and get it reevaluated.
Thank you, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
We will be back tomorrow. Dr. Rosemary Stein will be joining us, and we'll come up with some kind of weird and strange and awful disease to see if she's heard of it. Have you noticed that every time we come up with something, she either has the fastest Google search in the world,
She's
or
like,
she
oh,
knows it.
my.
One or t'other.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
matters not what we come up with. So we'll try to pique her interest tomorrow. We'll find out about keeping people in Nebraska in a cornfield with barbed wire around it so they can't get out, and all they're going to eat is corn. How's that corn going to work for a couple of weeks of being confined there during quarantine? That's going to be a problem in that field, I think.
They'll never want popcorn again.
That's not all they're going on. So anyway, we'll do that. And Mubahai, I got a great T-shirt for you. You just need to call me after the fact. I'll give you all the sizes and everything for it.
this week anyway.
She
And the
missed what it
wording
was.
for it.
Yeah.
We'll get him. You got his number. I
All
got
right,
it.
certified welding inspector. All
Yeah.
No, but Rayford and I know what he was talking about.
right.
You know what
other
NRA stands for, right? What?
NRA,
NRA.
National Rifle Association.
National Restaurant Association. It does. They actually use NRA as part of what they call themselves.
All right, let me see.
Okay, we're done. What do you got? You better hurry. 5,
No,
7,
I was just looking.
10, 15, 20.
Nothing. I need to get on the phone as soon as I get home and get some
Who
people
is
to
she
come in here.
talking to?
I
Commiserate
think-
with income.
She's got her headphones on,
No,
so she's only hearing
commensurate.
herself.
With income.
How do you commensurate with
She's
income?
still doing CWI.
I can't even do that
Yeah.
one. There's another one I can't do it.
What does the CW stand for in ham radio? Not CWI. just
CW. I don't know, Rayford. I don't use it. What does it
Take your
stand for?
license away.
You don't know what it is?
No.
Oh, that is one of the test questions. Should be.
It wasn't on my test.
You got lucky.
I might have known then, but I don't know
You
now.
probably didn't know then. You may have remembered it then, memorized it, but
I don't
you
know.
never knew it.
I don't know. I don't
CW, it's used as part of the Morse code seal, but it stands for continuous wave. It's a continuous wave that's coming out of your transmitter when you key up under a certain mode, called
Right.
the CW mode, continuous wave, and you interrupt it. Actually, you start it with a key, and every time you hit it, it's a continuous wave for a dot or a dash. And
I need to know that. Why?
Because I
You're,
told you.
you're a ham radio operator.
And you're going to get a bigger license soon so that you can talk to all these people like I did the other morning
Mhm.
in the middle of the night.
I just want to hit Brazil and I'll be happy.
That one's a daily one. It's an easy one to hit. Not a problem. Probably get you an invite if you want.
Brazil.
You want the plane to fly up there? To pick
I'm
you up?
going to Brazil soon.
It's the corn capital.
I'm going to go stalk that man.
You live in local real talk where we are awake, not woke, and most of us will be back again
And we have
tomorrow.
no sense.
Timmy, thank you. Go ride the donkey and be sure you christen that one Chuck. It's going to have to be Chuck.
Yep.
Okay.
I will.
And we'll have a special day to do that. And we got to have a T-shirt or a hat.
We should have a dedication ceremony.
Well, I did. If I get a Jenny, I do want to name one Bev. I really do.
You just can't get over her, can you?
I
We
can't
can-
help it.
We can call it Chuckette.
Check it.
Chuck it.
Well, Theo Jr., he is really awesome. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
How is our other Theo doing? Do you talk to him?
I have not heard from him.
I haven't either. I don't know why. We need to.
I know he's not mad at me. I haven't made him mad, but I
Well, I
haven't
guess
heard
I did, or we
from
did,
him.
or
You
somebody
probably
did.
did.
I don't know how. I
I
mean,
have no idea. Being you, I have no idea. I like you. So
don't like me just because I don't like your people. It's just
Wow.
No.
Okay.
I
Well,
always thought a lot of you ever since way back in the Thunder Country days. When I would be at the quarry, and when I'd go down to the bottom of the quarry, I'd lose the signal.
You know,
and I'd went,
I-
what did he say? And I'd come back up.
I still
hear him
get
again.
people asking me why we're not there.
But hey, that was a long time ago. I mean,
Yeah.
the Thunder Country. I really I'd get in that haul truck and I'd hit it and I would listen and I would agree and disagree and never call in, but because I would lose the signal.
unfortunately, broadcast radio is changing so much,
It is.
and it's sad to see it going away.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is. So,
But yeah, that was when I became a
Kinda like
Rayford Brown
newspapers.
fan.
yep,
I really did.
exactly.
newspaper.
Yes. Not
And there
yet.
was another one I used to listen to in the morning when I worked at Estes on the way in. The guy's name was Marty Shiver.
I remember that.
And I listened to
We're
him.
out there on top of the fence.
Yeah.
Snowing around.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Shockwave? Oh, he didn't see him.
No.
Because he'll go
Squirrel.
bananas. He'll go banana. Oh,
There you go.
you just got to look at it. He's looking around.
Hmm.
Oh, well.
Okay.
By the way, they cleared out a place out here yesterday,
Yeah.
and I went out to look at last night and put some more recycle stuff in, and a deer walked up right there and looked at me. She looked at me. I did not move at all until I finally started to reach for my phone.
Referee, were you like a deer in headlights?
No. She was a deer in headlights. I was the headlights and she was the deer.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I had headlights. We'll see you guys in the morning
See
at
you tomorrow.
7. Bye.